sunshine people. I'm on my way to pick my little buddy Robbie up from school again, and I thought I'd chat a little bit with you about yoga practice, yoga knowledge, and a little bit about maybe what yoga does for me and how I benefit from the practice of yoga. First of all, one of the things that really pees me off is how people mistake practice for book knowledge, or they think because they have some theoretical know-how, or they think they understand what things mean in their mind, that makes them more suited to teach the physical practice of yoga. And I'm calling bullshit. I think that's a load of crap. Now, yoga is to still the mind. Now, does it matter if you know the heritage of yoga and all the different names, or all the different Buddhist names for this and that and the other thing? It doesn't matter one bit. It doesn't matter if you can label or name anything. If you can name the 333 gods of the Hindu scriptures, that don't fucking matter. It doesn't matter one goddamn thing. You're sitting there with your chin out, ears extended, like you're waiting to get your head cut off. Tuck that chin in, align your spine, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, tuck your tail under a little bit, corset those ribs, and be right here with me now. Are you with me? Don't go off into your books. Don't go off into spitting out how you know the name of this and the person who wrote that and the name of this other thing. Meanwhile, you're all fucking wound up in your head because you're better than everybody else because you know this and you know that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. So what does yoga do for me? The practice of yoga takes a moment, maybe 15 minutes to 3 hours, depending on your practice, where I take the focus of the mind and bring it inward towards the body. So instead of the mind wandering on scripture, or who wrote this or who wrote that, or what this is called and what this stage is and what that stage is and all your goals and everything like that, your mind is focused on maybe what your pinky toe is doing and how that pinky toe relates to the big toe, and how the foot relates to the ankle, and maybe a lifted kneecap, and maybe an inward rotation thigh, maybe the spine vertebrae are lined up, and then you relax down into that bone structure, allowing the spine to sway back and forth with the breath like a tree in the breeze. So the unification of the mind and body, or the joining, or the mastery of the beast. So the mind typically believes it's something separate from the body, and this is the human condition, believes it can exist outside the body. I'm not sure if that's true. Okay, there's a lot of computer scientists thinking they can capture their immortal mind or ego inside a computer and make it live forever or some shit, but and maybe someday you can do that. Cool, good for you. But for now, I'm more concerned about my mind not wandering off into the realm of speculation and into non-realities, and keeping my mind grounded in reality and keeping it free so the creative intuition can flow. So when my mind is clear, I'm in that creative, intuitive space. My mind isn't turning so much, and the body becomes a conduit. The mind becomes a conduit for maybe the collective mind, or the mind of the earth, or the mind of the universe, the universal mind, however you want to view that. When I let go of my own possession over this body and over this moment, then creativity flows, and it becomes a conduit. You become a conductive current for the zeitgeist, or the spirit of the times, if you will. Now, when my mind is focused on the body, the mind isn't wandering outside the body. It's not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday or any other false illusion. It's right here, right now. So when you pay attention to simple things like how your ears are relative to your shoulders, how your chin and jaw are set relative to your heart, how your ribs are splayed out or drawn in, if your ass is sticking out and your chest is sticking out, if your kneecaps are lifted, or if you're collapsing into your arch of your foot. When your mind is focused on those things, it's nowhere but right here. So that's what yoga brings into my life. It gives me a tool or a method or a reference frame to come back to stop the mind from wandering and bring it here into the now. And believe me, my mind wanders. This mind wanders all over the place. I get miserable sometimes thinking about the past or how people did me wrong and such. And I have this tool of yoga, this practice that I've refined for decades now, that can easily call the mind back into the moment. Well, maybe not easily, but can call the mind back into the here and now and alleviate a little bit of that suffering. Get out there and get some, people. It's a beautiful day. YOGiiZA, YOGiiZA, YOGiiZA for